Hey, what's going on, guys? The new vehicle that was released today was the HVY Menacer as part of the After Hours update. So today is Tuesday, so obviously we got some new content. So I'm just going to do a little bit of, weapons testing, a little bit of durability, also some customization, and give you my overall thoughts on the vehicle. So you can go ahead and purchase this vehicle on Warstock. It is just a little under 1.8 million, which can be pretty expensive. It is very similar to the Night Shark. This one has the addition of the machine gun or the minigun mounted on the roof. You will notice, though, this does not have as much armor as the Night Shark. The Night Shark can take a little bit more damage, where this one can dish out a little bit more damage. So right now we're just taking this for a test drive through the streets with the, just the generic stock vehicle that we purchased. So it is pretty decently quick. I mean, it is a military vehicle, so we're not really looking for top speed. The handling is actually really good on this vehicle, so that is definitely a plus for it to, either be able to follow your enemies or be able to escape. So I'm a little disappointed. I guess this machine gun out the front bumper is kind of like the Night Shark. Obviously it does its job, but it takes a while for it to get done. I mean, you really have to be on somebody to be able to blow them up, and if you got somebody driving trying to avoid you, that can be difficult. So you might have to obviously track them for a while to be able to blow them up this way, but it is a nice option to have. And this thing is kind of like a tank. It's like some of the other heavy vehicles. It will go over and through anything in your way. That's kind of a cool cinematic view right there. Love these cinematic views. I think it makes it a little bit more interesting. So we're going to go ahead and finish this test drive, and we're going to go ahead and customize it. You will notice that when you customize it, there's all the basics as far as, the armor and turbo and transmission and engine upgrades, but there are tons of little, little upgrades that you can make to the chassis, the hood, the grille, the bumpers. So it is pretty unique as far as, there's a lot of customizations for this car, or for this, whatever the hell it is, SUV or military vehicle. So we're just testing out the stock machine gun on the streets here, and you'll see obviously that takes a little bit too much time for me. I mean, the amount of time that you have to be exposed like that, and the amount of shots that you have to shoot to be able to blow something up, is a little much. So I think this mini gun upgrade is going to be pretty huge as far as using this thing pretty lethally. I mean, yeah, you can pick people off, but to do any kind of damage to vehicles, I mean, you really got to be shooting at them for, 5 to 10 seconds. So here we are. I'm inside my Avenger. I apologize, man. You can't see a damn thing inside here when you start looking at the liveries and some of the other different options. So I already went ahead. There's no point. It took me 10 minutes to customize the damn thing and then try to go through the options to show you guys. Nobody wants to see that, so I kind of already customized it. I went back in and I'm just showing you the different options that you have for, the bumpers, the grills, the hoods, the chassis, the fenders, all that type of stuff. Just to give you guys a better idea. And again, here, I apologize, I can't see the left side for the exhaust. I try to move my camera over to try and do it, and as soon as I hit the gas, it just automatically recenters the camera. So I apologize, you can't really see what it looks like on the left, but they're basically all the same. And unfortunately, you can't have two sets of exhaust, one on the right and left. It seems like it's just basically separated to either the right side or the left side, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, not really a pain in the ass, but I mean, it would just look better if you had flames coming out of both sides. So as I said, there's a good amount of customizations for this, which kind of makes it nice. Some cars you get, and there's not many customizations for it. Obviously, it's a military vehicle, so there's all different types of options for the roll bars, the grille, and just some of the other customizations here. Sometimes a little too much, but I guess everybody has an option to do, whatever the hell it is that they like to this vehicle. So at 1.8, I think once I finally went ahead and did all these customizations, I mean, just the minigun alone cost me $200,000. So expect to spend somewhere in the range of another $400,000 to about $500,000 if you're going to go ahead and customize it, especially with, liveries and all kinds of stuff like that. So base price of about 1.8 million. After it's fully upgraded, you're looking at about 2.2 to possibly 2.3 million, which can be expensive. But there's plenty of videos out there that you guys can go ahead and take advantage of. Let's just say making more valuable cars appear, if you know what I'm talking about, to go ahead and offset the prices of this incredibly expensive DLC. And it's pretty much going to just get I think even more expensive as the last couple weeks of the DLC come out. I think there's only a couple more vehicles that are supposed to be released, so hold on to your wallets for that. So we're pretty much finishing up. I just went ahead and think I did a black metallic with a bright purple metallic over it, and then kept everything kind of basic. And I just really like the way that pearlescent looks on top of the black. So I think we're about to exit out of here. We're going to go ahead and take this for a test drive after it's been upgraded. Cause a little mayhem in the streets. Unfortunately, you cannot customize those machine guns right there. I wish you could, because I don't think that they're lethal enough. I mean, you see how many times I have to shoot this damn bus right here, and it's pretty much the same thing for a car or bus. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm nailing that thing. I've been hitting it for like, what, 6 seconds now. I come up, I can lay on it for about another 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and then, okay, I don't know. So it took a total of about 10 seconds to blow that damn thing up. I mean, that's just a little too much, I would think. But what the hell, you know, I guess it's always nice to have a vehicle where you can drive and shoot at the same time. If you have a friend in, you'll notice once I get to testing this minigun, the minigun is lethal, so I really can't knock that. It's definitely, you know, a pretty nice addition for this vehicle. As I said, when we get into a little bit more of the durability and testing, you're going to notice that this thing is not as armored as the Night Shark. So I guess the reason why this one has a little bit more firepower, but it has a little less armor, whereas the Night Shark has a little less firepower, but a lot more armor. You can take, you know, tons of missiles from buzzards and hydras and stuff like that, where this one you're probably only going to take maybe 2 to 3 if it's a missile from a hydra. But you'll see when we get into it. So this thing is pretty vicious. You know, if you saw the test earlier when I was on the custom version of it, when I was parked right over there across the street at Los Santos Customs, I mean, it really took me 5 to 10 seconds to blow something up. This one takes, you know, anywhere from 2 to 4 seconds, depending on where you hit and how many. Yeah, you see that one right there? I mean, I really only started laying into that guy for about 2 seconds and blew it up. So that is a lot more manageable, especially if you're trying to defend or if you're trying to attack. You know, it's really nice to have that kind of firepower when you're not just sitting there like an idiot for 10 seconds, praying that you don't get blasted. But, yeah, this is pretty nice. Again, you can obviously only use it if there's 2 of you, so that's the only downfall. Or if you're just parked and ready to take fire on some people, you know, I guess you can go ahead and do this. While we got some time and I'm just testing this out, anybody out there who's interested in participating in a GTA live stream tonight, I've been trying to do it for the past couple days. Unfortunately, GTA, after the first week or 2 of this new DLC, has kind of died down. I mean, there were times where I had like 15 to 20 people on my friends list, and then it dropped down recently. A lot of times there's only about 4 people playing this game, so it's really tough for me to get a playlist. I got some fun events, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and send me a message on Xbox. Let me know. I would like to do one tonight, hopefully sometime between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. East Coast time in the US. But then again, I always have high hopes when I log into GTA, but you know, there's not many friends that play it anymore. It gets kind of boring playing by yourself. But we'll go ahead and see if we can change that. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and test it out against some RPGs. There's the first one. Alright, so we got 2. There's the third. And here is the last one. So this one takes 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Night Shark takes at least 6. Or at least it seems like whenever I'm driving around in that thing and, you know, people are shooting at me. It seems like it can take a lot. Also testing it with some sticky bombs here, and it's the same thing. It's 4. So 4 sticky bombs, 4 RPGs. Probably going to take less than that from a buzzard or a hydra. Thanks for watching. Hope it helped out. See you next time.